Thank you, everyone. There in the Catholic Worker, there is an article by Daniel Ellsberg, by his son Robert Ellsberg, and by Kathy Kelly on the Yemen situation and on the drone. The Kathy Kelly article is excellent. Anyone who wants one, I will be standing over here. We have plenty.
Okay, we have another announcement here, and then Brendan, come on, Martin. And this is the microphone right here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, I have two quick announcements. I could talk forever about them, but let me just tell you. Number one, we've got a weekly vigil in Grand Central Station to free Julian Assange now. That's going to be from 5 to 6 every Thursday in Grand Central Station. And we've got an incredible stage there to talk to people, and we unfurl our big Julian Assange banner. That's number one. Number two, next Sunday, not tomorrow, but next Sunday, July 25th, there will be a big demonstration in front of the White House to stop the provocations and aggression against Cuba. If you're like me, you've been totally outraged by the lies being spread about Cuba and the threats of military intervention from some of these right-wing quarters. So if that makes you mad also, come on down to DC. It's from 2 to 4 in Lafayette Park, right across the street from the White House. And there will be buses and vans organized. So get in touch with the Cuba Sea Coalition. You could find it on the internet and get yourself a seat. I'll see you there.
Oh, and Brendan's after. Well, Brendan and then you. Sorry, I had told him.
Thank you. Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being out here today in solidarity with Daniel Hale, with peacemakers around the world. Thank you, New York. New York is sending a great message across the world that we are taking a stand for peacemaking, not war making. We are saying, where is the funding coming for these drones? It is out of New York workers, nurses, firefighters, police officers, factory workers. Your taxes are paying for these killing weapons. We are saying no. New Yorkers are not standing for this. We believe our taxes, our resources should be used for healthcare, not warfare. Yes, we believe our taxes should be used for housing homeless veterans. In fact, every homeless person in the city with the greatest wealth in the world. Yes, sir. Money should not be going to kill fellow human beings across the world. Gathering to play soccer, gathering for the wedding, gathering for the birthday, going about their lives like you and I to this day. Today we are claiming our humanity and saying we want to be human together. But listen, as we approach the anniversary of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I want to say, I ask you to continue to reach out to Speaker Corey Johnson and to your local council member in support of the legislation to divest from nuclear weapons. This is legislation.
Would you introduce yourself again?
Sure. My name is Brendan Fay, and I'm with the New York City campaign to divest from nuclear weapons. And we have legislation in the city council, but we're part of a global movement of people who believe we are capable of being peacemakers, not war makers. And I am so proud to be with you, and there are people around the world who are saying, thank you, New York, thank you. Not only Daniel Hale and his family and his friends and his colleagues, peacemakers around the world are saying, thank you, New Yorkers, for standing up today. And I ask you, let's pass this legislation and divest from nuclear weapons production.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Good morning. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Take a moment to get the mics right, folks.
My name. No, it's okay. I'll raise my voice. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Fatima. Thank you for coming out today in support of Julian Assange, Daniel Hale, and all peacemakers and those who speak out against war crimes. I'd like to make an announcement of an action happening today, although it's short notice. Within our lifetime, WOL is having a Globalize the Intifada demo today. Defend Palestine in the heart of the Bangladeshi community in Brooklyn, the largest growing immigrant community in New York City. Today at 5 p.m., Avenue C and McDonald Avenue in Brooklyn. Bring your flags, signs, and keffiyehs. Thank you for all the speakers today. Thank you, Sarah. When I know Sarah's going to speak, I make sure I try to come out. And again, thank you for coming out for Julian, Daniel, and Chelsea Manning. And there's so many, I can't name them, but thank you for coming out for all the peacemakers of the world.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Thank you.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
One second.
Ellen, are you?
We have a couple more announcements, I believe, but before we do that, we might lose people, and we want to get a group shot. So can you all, like Alice, can you move behind? Behind the banner? Oh, we have the coordinator here for this.
All right, Chief Cat Herder. If people could all get around behind, that banner's not going to be in the shot, so if you could maybe just all get behind. But the shot's going to go from this banner to this banner, and I know everybody has their own cell phone and wants to get their own shot, but I would really appreciate a few minutes of people all standing together and listening to me and looking at my camera so I can get one shot with everybody focused on one place and not 6 different cameras. So thank you.
And I'm glad we're making good use of this space for the drone.
Yeah, right?
That's right.
Nice work, Julian Assange banner.
All right, so Ellen, keep instructing.
Right, okay, you get behind the banner.
Yeah, why don't you get in right over here, sir? Between Sarah and Deborah.
Okay, Mark.
Thank you.
Margaret, you can move down a little bit. You want folks coming right behind you.
One more shot. Last photo.
Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to do wide angle, and I'm going to do getting the drone. So, thank you, everybody, for this. Is the official photographer. Listen to her. Don't put the umbrellas in front of your face. Everybody can look at me.
Free Daniel Hale!
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 Thank you, Ellen.
Right.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Richie. Karen, everybody. Thank you, Sally.
One more announcement.
We have an out-of-state announcement, so from Boston. So come. And this is the.
This is the amp?
And, I know you're tall, so
Okay, great.
just talk right into it.
Word.
Closer.
Thank you. Hello, okay. Hi, my name is Alice. I'm a member of United Against War and Militarism. I live up in Boston. I'm down visiting for the day. I just wanted to report back on an action we took yesterday. We delivered 2 letters to Senators Markey and Warren, demanding, they were signed by over 25 peace and anti-war organizations demanding that they introduce a war power resolution about Yemen. As I understand it, similar actions have been taken recently in New York and then also out in the Bay Area with Ro Khanna. It's really an incredible hypocrisy and an incredible cowardice that has kept these so-called progressive politicians from acting on this incredibly basic thing. If people don't know, the War Powers Act, it's a piece of privileged legislation, so any one of them can introduce it, and once it's introduced, it has to be voted on. They were all fine voting for it, all these Democrats, when they knew Trump was going to veto it, but now that Biden is in office, they don't want to embarrass him, and they won't do it. But we need them to do it because the people in Yemen can't wait. They can't wait another 6 months. They've already waited 6 months since Biden took office. It's far too long already. We know the crisis there is getting worse and worse every day, and we need to act. We need to come together and push these progressive politicians, so-called, to do this very basic thing. And if they won't do it, we need to sit in, we need to escalate, we need to embarrass them because they don't want it. They don't want to be embarrassed by us right now, but we can. So yeah, end the war in Yemen.
Thank you so much. Do you have a card? I'll give you mine and email me.
Sure. Yeah, I work with them.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Okay.